What's up, guys? Tony Ramirez here, and welcome to the garage. If you're into turning wrenches, fixing up cars, or just keeping your ride in top shape, you're in the right spot. I drop real-world tips, no fluff, just what actually works. So hit that like button, smash subscribe, and let's wrench smarter, not harder. All right, enough intro. Let's jump right in.
Hi everyone. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to connect an alternator. Whether you're working on a classic car restoration or just need to replace a faulty unit, understanding the wiring and connections is crucial for getting everything up and running smoothly. I'll walk you through the entire process step by step, sharing some tips and tricks along the way to make it easier for you. So, let's dive in and get started. Find the best garage to change your alternator. See price. The role of the alternator is to recharge your battery. If it malfunctions, it obviously needs to be replaced. Installing a new alternator involves removing the alternator belt. You'll then need to disconnect and properly connect the new alternator, which is equipped with an electrical connector. Step 1. Remove the alternator belt. Step 2. Remove the old alternator. Step 3. Connect the new alternator. Step 4. Refit the alternator belt. Find the best garage to change your alternator. See the price for my car. Step 1. Remove the alternator belt. The alternator belt must be removed to connect your new alternator. We strongly advise you to change it, as it's a wearing part. What's more, a poorly tensioned alternator belt is likely to cause a breakdown. You can't reassemble a belt that's been slackened. First and foremost, disconnect the battery, as you'll be working on your vehicle's electrical system. Disconnect at least the negative terminal. If necessary, dismantle any components that prevent access to the alternator and its belt. Then slacken the belt according to its tensioning system, automatic or manual tensioner. Sometimes, the alternator is used as the tensioner. In this case, you'll need to remove 2 screws securing it to a rack. You can then remove the alternator belt. Before removing the belt, remember to take note of its path. Feel free to draw it on paper or take a photo to make sure you reassemble the alternator belt correctly later on. Step 2. Remove the old alternator. Once the alternator belt has been removed, you finally have access to the alternator. Unplug it, remove its electrical connections. But before unplugging your alternator, make sure you note the location and color of the connectors. Then remove the alternator by unscrewing the mounting screws. To remove the alternator, you may need to shake it or use a tire iron to pry it loose. Find the best garage to change your alternator. See the price for my car. Step 3. Plug in the new alternator. Once you've checked that the new alternator is identical to the old one and therefore compatible with your car, you can connect your new alternator. To do this, reposition it in its slot and reconnect the alternator's electrical connections. The alternator must be connected in the same way as the previous one. Respect the wire locations. Once the alternator is plugged in, screw back its mounting bolts. Step 4. Refit the alternator belt. When you've finished connecting the alternator, you need to put the belt back on and tension it correctly. Start by installing it on its pulleys according to the marking you made at the beginning of the operation. In particular, the belt must run over the alternator pulley. Depending on the type of tensioner your car is equipped with, tensioning is carried out differently. If the tensioner is manual, you'll need to tighten it by hand until you've got the right tension. Be careful, as an incorrectly tensioned belt can damage your engine and will wear out much faster. Once the alternator belt is correctly tensioned, you can reassemble the parts you removed to gain access to the alternator. Finally, reconnect the battery. Finally, make sure your alternator is working properly and connected correctly. Use a multimeter to check the battery voltage. Now you know how to connect an alternator. As you can see, this is an operation for experienced mechanics only. Don't hesitate to use Vroomly to find the cheapest garages near you. Find the best garage to change your alternator. In conclusion, connecting an alternator may seem daunting at first, but by following the steps we've outlined, you can ensure a successful installation. Remember to always prioritize safety by disconnecting the battery and working in a well-ventilated area. Double-check your connections and refer to your vehicle's manual for specific wiring diagrams. With a little patience and attention to detail, you'll have your alternator up and running in no time. Thank you for watching, and we hope this guide has been helpful in your automotive journey.